whatever we do in our lives, there are so many causes, right? How do we do it? Either through people, process, technology, or by creating platforms. That is what I have seen working in night shift for 15 years and doing volunteering by day. My portfolio of volunteering is called Cradle to Grave, which means I have done physically myself expectant mothers portion se leke burning dead bodies of COVID. I have done it all. Here I am to express my view. Problems are known, solutions are known, the method to which we have to do it is known. There is enough money in the known. It is just that cooking up the recipe is what we are trying to share with each other. That is why I have come all the way from Pune and I took it as a liberty to ask Rasan sir to help me come over here. And thanks for that opportunity and thanks for carrying me along, who is my CEO. So we all said I will go out in the world and do everything what I want. But when COVID struck, we became the non-legend. If you remember the movie called I'm a Legend by Will Smith. So just we alone, if you think like I'm just only one, don't have that feeling. Why I'm saying this is that if we put all the volunteers of the world together, we are producing about 140 million people who are volunteers. 37 countries they are representing. So much of jobs, which is 20.8 million jobs equivalent we are creating. It is not necessarily that you create an industry and then pay them. These are the ones which are unaccounted for. And if you put together every volunteer in the world and assemble them in a place, we will be the 9th largest populous nation in the world. Itna bada taqat hamara paas hai. Okay, next. These people cannot work in isolation. They have to work in a system or a conduit like CSR or employee engagement and so on. So I'll go quick. Our network is net worth, right? So if you see my personal connection on LinkedIn, 21 legends who are CEOs have actually volunteered and so on and so forth. This PPT will be shared to you later, but just go through the flow. The next is that we are not in isolation because we belong to a community and our community is our strength. There is a diabolic thing over here, which means if you see NGOs just in Maharashtra, there are about 4 lakhs NGOs, out of which 1.4 is in Pune alone, right? Indeed, there are lesser number of beds per person than the number of NGOs. So there is a kind of a challenge, mixing and matching things, right? Now, how do we do it? Either through the individual social responsibility or through the community engagements or through the organizations like NGOs and CSRs, right? Today, my concept is all going to be taking from where Krishnan sir left. If Adar Punawala ji can spend 100 crores, he knew in the first instance that money can't buy everything. He said to the CEO and to ourselves saying that Sathya and Krishnan ji, you need to take it forward with people included in it. That is where it is. If people had so much money, they would carry it all along themselves, right? So that is the main point. I'm going to talk about cleanliness, which is next to godliness. I'll take only 2 sample case studies in interest of time and then finish it off. So if you talk about pilgrimage as a place where things accumulate, waste gets generated or forms of it gets generated, there is enough money there. There is enough pilgrimages happening. Jagannath Yatra is one of them. Similar is an yatra or a pilgrimage in the state of Maharashtra. So many yatras and pilgrimages are listed here. There is, iska kami nahi hai. Every 2.5 weeks you have a festival in India. So much is celebrated and then comes waste. It is not technically a waste but the produce of whatever we consume. So this Pandharpur Yatra is nothing but a yatra generated by basically carrying the paduka of the 2 great saints all the way from Alandi Dehu to Pandharpur. So about 2 million people cross in a span 10 lakh Varkaris alone cross in 21 days 250 kilometers. Think about this. If so many people are going on the road out of devotion and the byproducts of it and the consumption of it, how much would be the tax on the government, on the people, on themselves, right? Devotion is devotion, but we have to take care of the needs of what is a livable and a garbage-free city. So this is what we have done successfully in Pune. This is the volume of people who are crossing in a road, right? Naturally, plastic bottles, kela, fruits, all the other things comes along with it, and there is no proper mechanism. Even if there is mechanism, it overflows, right? So what Adar Punava, as a volunteer leading this program, what I did was that this is my Wari, Swach Wari. So we actually got people involved in it, schools. For example, 8 NGOs. Now this has doubled. 16 NGOs participate every year. About 16 schools participate. NSS fully participates. 7 Gram Panchayat, 1 municipality, cantonment boards, and Pune Municipal Corporation. Who's and who's of all Pune are there over there. What they do is simply request people to segregate and give. And every 1 kilometer we keep this green nets that are used for segregation. And these are not done by us. We are in the back end. We call ourselves as Amazon of Swachhata. So we are the back end guys. But we actually put all these organizations in a federated manner and they do it on behalf of them and we support them from the beginning. That's so does it work this way by including everybody, not losing money? Can it happen? Yes, it is happening in Pune because this has been done 8 years and still it is going strong in it. And the right hand side is the street that you see. After 2 lakh people cross, we have an SLA for 2 hours. Within 2 hours, spick and span. It is not just technology alone at work. It's people coming together in a federated manner and taking ownership of what they have as their village or as a Gram Panchayat. So let me quick go on the heritage site. We clean up the, this is Bajirao Mastani's Talav, right? Personally done it, and we have recovered 3 lakh POP idols as a derivative of this from going into the river. We have actually pulled it back, right? All through volunteers. And then the garland that goes into it, we have actually made 250 tons of it in form of recovery, so which otherwise goes into the river. So these are, and then to catch the youth, because nowadays youth doesn't want like picking garbage because they see it like, first of all, we shouldn't be putting garbage on the street. Why should we even pick it up? So to make it little empathetic and fun driven, Maharashtra has about 350 forts. If you take every weekend, it will take 2.5 years to complete all the forts. So all the forts are in dilapidated status, some are in good status. Naturally, with people coming in, there is so much of garbage, right? And being thrown over. So we call them as waste negative threats. It's the same wine in the new bottle. So whatever waste that you go, you get it back, and the other ones also you pick it back. So successfully we have done 17 such threats, and other one is the greatest emitter of waste is the marathons. Approximately 52 marathons happen in one corner or other of Pune. So what we do is that first we go to the organizer and say, we will give you free service, we will pick the litter, don't worry. Immediately everybody will say, oh my god, this is great, I'll save money. And the second year we go and say like, we have capacity to only pick the dry garbage, which means automatically the dry garbage gets segregated. It's all common sense. And the third time we go, we say to them, hey, we don't have enough manpower to do it. And they say like, Sathya, you can't leave us alone in the third year like this. And then we say that, no, if you reduce your carbon footprint, you can very well do it. Then they will ask, Sathya, it is not possible. Well, a guy is running at a fast pace, how do you expect him to stop and have water? Then comes our intelligence. We say, we have recorded whatever you are doing in X category, 5 kilometers, 10 kilometers, 25 kilometers or 21 kilometers category. 82% of your guys are not record keepers. Which means they can stop and have water, you can do it. Such a way, we have 8 years, we have conducted 85 plus marathons which are less carbon footprint. And the first 400 grams per capita, we have reduced it to 40 kg for the complete event. And then so many runners are involved. If we can do it with common sense and include people to make it as their mission, definitely this is a replicable model. And with this, with the want of time, I would stop. But you can go through the rest of the presentations at your leisure. Thanks a lot for giving me the